Hey all, Valdestot here, and boy oh boy, was this an adventure. The wife and I literally had to spend our entire Tuesday to get this video ready. So I hope it was worth it, and I hope you'll stick around and learn something from it. So let's get started. Is it worth renting a car for gig work? And as you can see, I set it up in such a way that I made it into like an educational slideshow. And it's literally a primer into seeing how it works based on the income and expenses, which we're going to go deep diving into. So pretty much renting a car versus using a new or used car that you own. There are pros and cons of using either method, guys, okay? There really are. I mean, nothing is set in stone, nothing is perfect, no situation is going to be the same. Only you and you only can decide for yourself which method is best for you. Depending on what kind of car you have and your income needs are, this will help you make an informed decision on what you should do based on what we did, because we kind of did the legwork for you. All right. All right. Buying a new car for gig work. This is one option. Okay. And as I said on this slide, this obviously is the most expensive route, but it does have some rewards. If you pay for your car outright, you won't have a monthly payment. That's obvious. This is probably not going to work for most of us because we don't have a spare $15,000 to $25,000 for a new subcompact car, okay? It's not going to be a feasible route, okay? But number two, if you take out a car loan like the majority of us would do, most car dealerships and banks will set a car loan length from 12 to 84 months in today's world. Assuming you purchase a subcompact car, the new cost for these is around $18,000 to $22,000 at current market prices, depending on make and model. Now, you and I both all will know, right? No one's going to take a 12 to 36 month loan. I mean, that's going to be a monthly payment of over $500 to $700, unless you basically put a big down payment down. I mean, for gig workers, that's just stupid. Most people would do 60 months to 84 months, but there are drawbacks, in that as well, which we'll talk about later. So, I mean, like I put in the third section here, most people have to put a down payment on any vehicle purchase. Normally, most people put down about $1,000 and have a 60-month, 5-year loan agreement. All right. So, as you can see with the car loan calculator that I got from cars.com, if let's say the car is $20,000, excluding taxes and fees and all that stuff, right? Let's just say $20,000 on the sticker price. You put down $1,000, trade-in value, you're not trading in anything. Sales tax is like 9%, but it's the highest it could go in my state's 9.25%. Interest rate at 4.65, 60 months, you're looking at a $389 monthly payment. All right. Is it worth going this route? Well, a new car has a bumper-to-bumper warranty for an X amount of miles, usually 100,000 to, a lifetime warranty, right? 100,000 miles to a lifetime warranty. At some dealerships, if you do your scheduled maintenance with the dealership, okay? If it's a warranty that is mileage based, like 100,000 miles, once you exceed those miles, it's no longer under warranty. Okay, and you see where I'm going with this. Depending on the miles driven in a year, the warranty will expire as soon as 2 years with a 100,000 mile warranty coverage. Ignore this if you have a lifetime warranty. Okay, math time. If a driver works 5 days a week, driving 100 miles a day on average, then that is 500 miles a week, and multiply that by 52 weeks, that equals 26,000 miles a year. Okay, you would have over 100,000 miles in 4 years. Most cars nowadays start to have issues around after 100,000 miles. Some, a little more, maybe 125, 150, right? But maintenance schedules always happen at around 25, 50, 75, 100,000, and so on and so forth, right? So costly maintenance will, need to be done the closer to 200,000 miles you get. Here's the kicker. If you have a car loan over 5 years and 60 months, or 60 months, you may not have a drivable car before you pay off your loan. Yeah, that sucks. And this is assuming you only drive 100 miles a day, 5 days a week. Increasing your miles is even more of a detrimental effect to your situation. So, you already know what new cars will get you. You'll get warranties, you'll get a new shiny spiffy car with no problems in the beginning, but you will have to pay a car loan every month. You're going to have to pay every month for that car. And if you drive your miles, like just excessively, you're going to just put that car into the ground. All right, now, using your current car or getting a used car. If you're purchasing a used car, the same rules applies as buying a new car. The only difference is that you typically would have a lower car payment but start off with higher miles, so the car would last a shorter duration of time. And there is usually no warranty on used cars unless you purchase an extended warranty plan. And no, I don't mean those stupid phone calls, solicitation calls that you get from those car warranty, calls, okay? Ignore them. They're scams. So, if you are using your personal car and it is your only car you have, be sure to know that your car will wear out faster due to the excessive mileage, and you will start to worry in about 2 to 3 years about maintenance costs and possibly replacing your car if the maintenance is costing more than the car's actual value. A used personal car typically has been paid off, so there is no car payment in our case. This is us. We paid off our car years ago. It's an almost 11-year-old car. It's got 160,000 miles on it currently, but we started gig apping at around 90,000 miles, and you do the math. We've driven about 2 years, 4 months, and have driven over 70,000 miles right now. Okay, so yeah, depending on where you start out your used car that you own, mileage-wise, you will start increasing those miles, and you will have to pay for your expenses that much faster. All right, so which is the way to go after doing this 7-day challenge? All right. The rules of this challenge were simply this. Take reasonable offers based on time first, pay second, and mileage last. So time means the ability to make the most amount of money in the quickest way possible. Avoid slower restaurants at busier times like lunch and dinner. Everyone should be knowing their market and their restaurants and traffic and all this. If not, and you're a new driver, do your research, okay? Because time is everything in this job. So at least try to deliver, 3 to 4 deliveries in an hour if possible doing the 7-day challenge. 2, pay means we try to take higher pay, higher mileage offers we normally wouldn't take with our personal used car we own outright. Our car has over 160,000 miles on it, as I said before, and it's starting to show problems like a bad catalytic converter with 2 oxygen sensors that need to be replaced. For example, we would normally reject a $12 offer going 9 miles one way. To be honest, we reject anything typically over 5 miles. As we said before in our older videos and previous videos, we cherry pick based on mileage instead of pay. Because if you do that, it typically works out to about $5 to $7 offers anyway. And for our market, that's okay money because we have lower costs of living. So you have to adjust these numbers, mileage, pay, for your higher cost of living markets, because I mean, $5, $7 in New York or Miami or LA or anywhere that rent is like $1,200 to $1,500 for a freaking studio or one bedroom apartment. That's insane. You guys couldn't survive on the offers we get in my area. So if you have to multiply these figures, the dollar amounts, by 2 to 2.5, be my guest. It like I said, but mileage is everything though. You really, regardless of where you are, you really shouldn't be driving more than, in my opinion, 8 miles one way. It's just not worth it from at least Doordash, because Doordash just gives trash offers about 50% of the time. But that's a story for another folks. Not going to go into that little sidebar, all right? So, as with anything, it all depends, which is the way to go, right? Do you have one car or multiple cars? If you have only one car, is it reliable, and can you accept the fact that you will have to purchase another car sooner down the line rather than later? Are you a full-time or part-time worker? Do you have a W-2 job and working these apps as a way to get extra income? Are you a cherry picker or have an employee mentality accepting most orders regardless of distance or pay? After doing this 7-day challenge with a rental car, the results may surprise you, because it surprised us. All right, so now we get into the screenshots portion. All right, I'm going to go through these relatively quickly for time's sake, okay, but I'll be slow enough so that at least you can kind of see it before I switch slides. I mean, we got 82 slides and we've only gone through 10 slides. All right, so the following slides illustrates the offers that shows the pay and mileage we accepted. And Mrs. Valdestot, thank you very much for your hard work in getting these slides ready from Photoshop and Corel or whatever you used, because it took her literally from about 10:30 in the morning to about what, 9 tonight, around there. That's like a 10-hour DoorDash shift for our challenge. Oh man. And I'm still doing this. I mean, I had to finish wrapping this PowerPoint up using her work, and now I'm recording. So anyway, let's begin. Okay, so day 1 to day shift schedule, March 2nd to March 8th, 2021. As you can see, we scheduled ourselves as far as we could go, starting from Tuesday from 11 to 9. Unfortunately, on Monday, we couldn't schedule ourselves, but we did work a half day, and we'll explain why on the 7th day. All right, it was an 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. shift for Monday the 8th. All right, folks, so as you can see, this is the format we chose to do, and since day 1 was the beginning of our journey, if you watched our last video, it shows our video log during this whole ordeal. We try to take screenshots, but we forgot a couple of times. So as you can see, she put on little stickers. We took a Taco Bell for $8.50 for 6, 6 miles. State of Confusion, $8.50 for 1.5 miles. Taco Mac double order with Sitar Cuisine, 8.4 miles for $12, which that order was actually a 3-mile distance, because the GPS, if you look at the map, it was stupid. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was literally only 3 miles. So that was even better. But yeah, don't trust the GPS, folks. And as you can see at the bottom, we show the delivery completed, actual totals we got, pay we got after the deliveries were ordered. So this kind of shows you how our market looks like and pays. So when I complain about distances or pay, you'll know why, okay? We did not screenshot any rejected offers because it would have just been too much. But trust me, they are terrible, all right? So from here on out, now that you've seen it, and my explanation, I'm just kind of just scroll through them a few seconds at a time so you can see it. 7, 6, 8, miles. 2 for 7, 5.4 for 10, 7.9 for 8. And when I say the first number, it's mileage. Second, what number is pay, obviously. Like 1.9 for 6, 6.4 for 7, 3.3 for 6. Uh, this one was an oops. Guess who forgot the shot? Okay, so it was a 3.3 for 6, 6 for 6. I'm sorry, 4.6 for 6, 7.6 for 850. 1.9 for 850, which became a 10. 1.2 for 5, and 5 for 950, which I guess, oh, that was the good one. We got $18 for that one for going 5 miles. Wow, yeah, I forgot about that one. So 5 for 18, 5 miles for 18. All right. 2.2 for 6, 7 for, I'm sorry, 1 for 7, 3.2 for 8, 3.9 for 11, 2.1 for $6.98, and 3.6 for 8. So, Dash summary for day 1. 9 hours, 26 deliveries, $201.48. Okay? So, okay money. Some of you in bigger markets are going to say, oh, that's crap. And it probably is, but remember, we have a 2,000 square foot house that we only pay, that includes property tax and PMI, which is property mortgage insurance. We only pay about $1,200 a month. So again, it's all relative to your cost of living, which is why DoorDash pays these types of, or gives these types of pay offers, because they know that our cost of living is lower than yours. So and we drove 152 miles. I forgot that for that day. So day 2. All right, I'm going to go a little faster now. Now I've gotten into my rhythm. 2.3 for 7, 2.6 for 5, 3.4 for 7, 12.9 double order for, it looks like 1665, 8.5 for 9, 1.8 for 6, 0.6 for 5, but we got a $3 cash tip. 3.6 for 6, 2.4 for 6, with another $5 cash tip. I mean, we're making good cash tips on, and we never get cash tips on this Wednesday. It was really strange. Let's see, 5.3 for 6, 0.5 for 6, plus a cash tip of $5, 5.2 for 7, 0.6 for 6, 1.5 for 5, 4.6 for 14, another good offer. 2.8 for 9, 8.2 for 8, 3.4 for 6. Oh, that was a double screenshot of the same offer. Oops. Let me make sure. Yeah, that was a, hold on one sec. Okay, so I can't go back. Anyway, 9.2 for 1575. It was higher than the accepted offer. 9.8 miles for $9.25. Yes, I'm crying inside saying that, but rental car, right? Looks like, was that the, no, okay. So that doesn't show the mileage on that one, but it shows $7. 1.2 for 7 on that one. And this one, we never take under $5 offers, but it was the last offer of the night, and we were there right next to it and in our home area. So literally, it was 1 mile for $4. We took it. It was a crappier day than the day 1, and we only made $177.65 in 156 miles. That was pretty bad, but if you add the $13 cash tip, we actually made about $190. So, thank God for the cash tips. All right, day 3. Okay, 2.4 for 8, 2.3 for 550, 4.2 for 9, 5.3 for 850, 4.3 for 9, 4.3 for $10. It was a little higher than what was shown. 1.3 for 7, 3.7 for 5, double order, 6.2 for 12. So the first one was a 550 and the second one was a 650. 3.5 for 10. It was higher than the initial. It was an 850. So you have a good chance of getting a more than the stated amount, right? 3.1 for 6. 4 for 10, a little higher. It was another 850. 3.6 for 5. An additional, this is an add-on, additional 584 feet for $7 more. We said hell yeah to that. 0.5 for 7. 7.5 for 6. Ugh, rental car. Okay. 1.9 for 7. 0.3 additional for 6. Yeah, why wouldn't anyone do that? 1.5 for 7, 7.1 for 750, ugh. And here's the thing. This is our first problem that we've had in the 3 days, the first 3 days, right? We had a double order for 1750 going 11.8 miles. Jack's was the first pickup, but I went in there and the manager seemed like he was very rude or just didn't care about getting a delivery order because they were busy at drive-through. So of course drivers obviously get the shaft. They take care of their in-house customers first and drivers second. And he literally erased the order from our screen, from his screen, as soon as he saw me. What a douchebag. But anyway, so I waited patiently for about 5 minutes, and finally the line cleared up at the front counter. I asked the counter person, hey, what happened to my order? He says, well, it was removed, I guess, because it's been busy, but and I asked him, well, how much longer do you think it'll take? He said at least 10 to 15 minutes. So, as the sticker shows, we reassigned Jack's order. The restaurant did not have the order or had already deleted the order from the screen. It would have taken 15 minutes at least for the order to be ready, so we only made $10.50 for delivering about 9 miles for the Logan's Roadhouse order that we picked up. Yeah, know your worth. Do not get used and take the completion rate hit. Don't waste your time. As long as you have above like a 90, 95%, you have wiggle room to unassign. Okay, folks? All right, so 1.9 for 7, 4.1 for 8, 3.6 for 8. And it was a double order, so an additional 1.5 for 7, which we took. So day 3 was a little more on par with day 1. Far better than day 2, obviously. $203 for 159 miles driven. Okay. Day 4, all right, 8.8 for 925, which turned into 11, 2.4 for 6, and 1.3 for $7.54. Double order. Oh boy, yeah. Here's day 4, folks. All right, so we had a double order for 9, and on a video I said, we were thinking, it'll be 450, 450. I don't like doing it, or it could be like a 6, whatever, 6.3, but I was thinking 450, 450. And no, it was actually worse than we thought. It was a $6.50 for one order and a $2.50 for the other. Yeah, folks, that really pissed us off. So, knowing our worth, my wife literally stated, look at the bottom of the screen, this pay of $2.50 is stupid crazy. Good luck getting someone picking it up. #decline now. And we unassigned that order. So we only made $6.50 for the Taco Mac order. All right, so for an additional 0.9 miles after that, we got $5. All right. So, all right, 3.1 for 6, additional 3 miles for $7.75. Yeah, we took that, and it became 6 and $8.25 for that one. 6.2 for $8.50, but it became $13. 3 for 5, 3.5 for $8.50, which became 9, 5.5 for $7.13, 4.3 for 7, 4.4 for $8.50, which became 10, 3.9 for 6, 4.9 for 9, 2.2 for 10, 1.1 for 9, 4.6 for $10.50, which became 11, 1.5 double order for 15, and they were split evenly, 7.50, 7.50, which is cool. 6.6 for $10.75, which became $15.25. So day 4 was, I believe, Friday, right? Yeah, that was Friday. Okay, so that's why these offers are a lot better. 2.8 for 8, 4.2 for $10.50, which became 11, and yeah. Then this happened. 5 miles for $17, but they put the wrong address in. They put their work address versus their home address. So we had to cancel the Just Wings order because the customer put the wrong address. New address was 7 miles away from the one that was in the app where we arrived at that address. So Doordash canceled it with a full pay of $9.50, but it doesn't show that here. It shows it in the reimbursement section. All right. All right, so day 4's final Friday numbers. It was Friday, yeah, I was right. 153 miles for $208.17. Better than all the previous days, right? 25 deliveries too. So, day 5. Oh boy, here it comes. The infamous Maple Street Biscuit Company order, which we had to do a video on because that was the video that day that she got her second contract violation. You all already know about the first one. If you don't, go watch the video for it. That's a sore subject, and we're going to see our lawyer tomorrow at 9 a.m. on. So, this one, as you can see, we picked it up. We actually accepted it at 11:07, where the arrow shows. It says deliver by 11:26, but then when we accepted the order, it says pick up by 12:07. So we were parked a block away because, as we said in the video, parking was bad. And then take a look at this BS. Expected pickup time by 11:20, store arrival time 11:30. And yeah, that happened. DoorDash's stupid algorithm or stupid, rating system and stupid, I guess the department that handles the contract violations that you can appeal to, which they still haven't taken it off and refused to take it off, struck again. So there you go. That was that day, and that was Saturday, our very first delivery. So 2.3 for 6, add 0.2 miles for 6, so obviously we took it. 1.7 for $8.50, which became 9, 1.5 for $5.50, 7.6 miles for $8.50, which became 9, 2.8 for 5, add 0.8 miles for 6, which we took, 2.3 for 7, 0.7 for 8, 3.8 for 8, 1.7 for 7, 2.8 for 5, 2.9 for $8.50, which became 12, 1.5 for 6, 0.9 for 6, 1.9 for 8, double order 12.4 for $15.72, one of which was $8.50 and one of which was $7.22 for a total of the exact $15.72. 19.50. Oh wait, I'm sorry. 10.1 for $19.50. Split down 10.50, 9.50. So it literally was $20 total. So we gained 50 cents there. 2.5 for $7.60. And my wife put down, because it was getting dark, we switched to blackout mode. White was too bright at night, so sorry for the change, but you can clearly see 1.7 for 8, 9.5 for $13.25, and it was split 8.50 and 4.75, so there's no extra there. 7.2 for 8.50. Wait, what? No, I think she switched them accidentally. I see what happened. 850 became 14, and we took an additional 0.7 mile offer for $7, which was 7. So yeah, it's right. It's just that the delivery completes were in the wrong. They were switched. Okay, so and the last offer was 6.1 for 550 because why? We were going to our home area anyway to end the night. So total 141 miles. We made $213.57 in 28 deliveries. All right, we're getting to the home stretch, folks. Day 6. First offer was 10.1 miles for 525. Now, I know you're thinking, even if it was a rental car, why would you do it? And I would ask myself if I didn't know what was going on, why would I do it? It's because we were in our home area and Cracker Barrel was like about a mile away from us, and we were heading to downtown anyway. So we figured, well, grab it and deliver it because we would have to, waste 6-7 miles by not taking this order because it's a dead zone going around the river, as you can see, right? And the only time we would get orders would be closer to past the river point as you make that right turn. So we figured, why not 525, and it takes us to our starting point where we would take orders anyway. So 7.6 for 850, which became 18. 13.7 miles for 1475, and it was the same amount. All right, 11.4 for 1025. Wait, was this the day that it had way more mileage miles offers per mile? I think it was. Yeah, we didn't get really great offers, but we were kind of happy this happened, folks, because we got the rental car for these types of orders. Okay, these are the orders we would always decline. And during the first 5 days, we very seldomly got higher paying offers for higher mileage, like double digits in the double digit miles. So you'll see how day 6 goes. Okay, 11.4 for 1025, an additional $7 for 1.9 miles. Because I mean, we never go out that way, folks. Never. I mean, if you look at the map, that is way far from where we normally are at. Then it took us back to downtown, thank goodness, for the third order for 5.6 for 7, 2.3 for 6, 5 for 6, 1.5 for 7, 3.6 for 850, which became 10, 3.2 for 6, 3.8 for 5, 4.3 for 6, 3 for 6, 4.5 for 7, an additional 2.1 for 5, which was 5. We had a double order for 3.9 for 10, and it was 10, 250. Oh, God, that's right. We were hating ourselves for taking that one. We could have unassigned it like the other one, folks, but why did we not? You're the one that took it. What was your reason? That was her answer. It was there. I wanted to so strangle her at that point. But anyway, yeah. So 750, 250 split for 10. Another one for 7.6 for 15. And it was 15, 750, 750 split. 2.3 for 8, 3.6 for 10. No, we still have more. It just went to dark mode. 3.5 for 8. Additional 3.8 for 6. It's borderline, but we took it. 5.9 for 850, which became 10. 12.1 miles for 10, which was still 10. Again, rental car. And total 203.25, 9 hours, 26 deliveries for 180 miles. Are you seeing the pattern, folks? Okay. We have hit consistently around $200, okay, except for the one day, and with cash tips it was about 190. But our miles have always been roughly in the 150 to the max 180 range. Okay, are you seeing a pattern here? I'm going to get to all this in the epilogue here. Okay, All right, day 7, modified schedule due to rental car return by 5 p.m. Unfortunately, we had to return the car back before they closed at 5 p.m. on Monday, or else we would have been charged for an 8th day, which we obviously did not want to do. In our area, the downtown car rental place closes at 5 o'clock, unlike at airports where they're 24 hours. So there's the explanation there. All right, 3.4 for 5, 4 for 8, double order of 6.4 miles for 1125, and that's exactly what it was, 1125, 555.75. 4.4 for 8, Mr. Beast. Additional 6.7 miles for $7, which we took because it was a slow day on Monday. Very slow. Yeah, so we've been taking a lot of road trips on that day on Monday. This next one, the Sitar Indian Cuisine, 1.8 miles for 8, was also, we also made a video on this one, and we actually got a hold of the best DoorDash support representative we've ever had in over 2 years of delivery driving, 2 years, 4 months of delivery driving. Watch that video, folks. He explains how the contract violation system works and what they can do and not do about it on customer services end. Watch the video. That's all I can say. All right, and this order was canceled with full pay because the customer did not provide a street number, only the street name. Watch prior video for explanation. Oh, don't you hate that when a person just puts a street address? It could be at one end all the way to the other end, and that other end could be miles. Oh, just wanted to strangle this person. And she had friends in the background she could have asked, but maybe they all didn't know. Who knows? So anyway, 1.5 for 5, 5.3 for 8, and we had to end it there to get ready for returning the car by 4 o'clock, as you can see at 3:53. 8 deliveries, 52.25, but that does not include the $8 on the reimbursement pay. So it was actually $60.25, which we'll show later. All right, 68 miles for $60. That was terrible, folks. Monday was slow as hell. So, final totals for the week. This is what you've all been waiting for. All right. For the week of March 1st to 7th, that's Tuesday to Sunday. Remember, DoorDash is a Monday through Sunday pay week, and we started on Tuesday. We made a grand total of $1,221.62. That total includes the $9.50 and $3 reimbursements. Okay, 59 hours and 28 minutes dash time, 156 deliveries for that pay week, 43 hours of active time because we had to wait at restaurants or just waiting for orders, I should say. And the Monday was $60.25, 8 deliveries, okay, with an $8 reimbursement. So 4 hours, 50 minutes dash time, 2 hours, 26 minutes of active time. So as you can see, the total is $1,294.87, which includes the $13 in cash tips that we got, that total. If you add the 2 DoorDash ones together, it does not include the $13 in cash tips. So roughly close to $1,300 in 7 days for a small market, lower volume market area in a lower cost of living zone market, okay? So, our expenses, cost of car for the week, all right? As you can see, I took a screenshot when I paid, basically paid for the car. No, I mean, I actually booked the reservation, I should say, okay? $348.30, $325.64 for the week. Unlimited mileage is included. Tax and fees of $38.94. Additional drivers included. She never drove except to just kind of park. If I had to go get the restaurant order and a parking space opened up that's closer to me. And my USAA member program discount was $16.28 for a grand total of $348.30. Yes, I'm come from a military family. So, all right. So, cost of the car per day was 348.30 divided by 7 days. It comes to 49.75 a day, roughly 49.76 rounded off, right? Literally just say $50. Keep that in mind, folks, because in order to pay for the car, we normally would make 100 a day working 5.5 hours split shift, right? So in order to pay for the car, we needed at least a bare minimum in order to pay our personal expenses plus the additional car rental expense, 150 a day. So that was the minimum goal. Thank goodness it was more than the minimum goal. All right. If we wanted to rent a car for the month, however, it got a little cheaper. Okay. 1125 total, right? 1,051 plus the tax and my member discount equaled 1125.05. Divide that by 30 and that $50 total per day total, right, becomes $37.50 a day. That's a lot better. I mean, you basically get $12.50 per day for 30 days savings. All right, that's a good chunk of change. All right, that's like 300 and almost 400, 360 to 400. Yeah, somewhere in that range, in between, right? So yeah, I was considering it, but I just wanted to try it for the week first. All right, so anyway, rental car prices. If you are interested in going and opting for this route, folks, rental car prices are driven by supply and demand. The prices are also higher during the Friday through Sunday period. Rental car prices increases on holidays and special events such as spring break or summer vacation or Christmas or Thanksgiving or any time that most people want to leave town, okay? Look for the best deals on the different rental platforms or travel websites, okay? I didn't. I just took the downtown place that I normally would go to, right? Because I just wanted a car, okay? I should have, but again, I just wanted a car. Use coupon codes or promotions to lower costs further. Membership organizations like auto clubs or car insurance has member discounts like mine, USAA. All right. Now here's the meat and potatoes. Our income and expenses worksheet to see where we stand. Okay. I plugged in my spreadsheet. The Doordash pay per day, as you can see, with the reimbursements and cash tips. Mileage per day, and the total miles was 1,009 miles in 7 days. Total deliveries was 164 deliveries for that week. And I know there's some sort of stupid 550 Doordash delivery challenge. I call BS. I'm not doing it. There is no way. You literally would have to do 17 to 18 deliveries a day for 30 days just to get $225. Not freaking worth it. I am not taking trash orders or the Bentley Coupe crap orders or any of those type orders. I take a minimum of $5 and low miles. That's it. I'm not an employee. I'm not a corporate man. I'm not a pitch man for DoorDash. I'm not going to put myself and be a corporate shill and a sellout and put my face on the New York Stock Exchange when DoorDash IPOs. I do this as a business to make money. I'm not a charity. So, total pay was $1,294.87. Total expenses was $474.70. And here's the expenses. Car rental, $348.30. Gas, $20.08 the first time because I had no gas in the car when they gave me the car. $23.40 for the second, $20.50 for the third, $20.50 for the third trip, and the emergency $10 because yeah, it was like Sunday night, and I was hoping to get gas Monday morning, but I couldn't wait that long. So yeah, because the Saturday and Sunday high mileage distance offers, we needed more gas. So we spent $73.98 for that week. Food, we ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for 4 straight days until we got tired of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We were trying to hold out, not spending any money for food, but we broke down and got a couple of sandwiches for $11.78. Pizza, that was a $15.27. Pizza on to eat and take home. And then I got my wife some hibachi for herself, and I took a few bites. So that was $33.88, and we bought a car mount specifically to fit that rental car for $18.54. So that's where the $474.70 came from. Total mileage, 1,009 miles. Total time, 65 hours. Total deliveries, 164. Dollar per mile. It kind of made my heart cry. $19.92. I was hoping for a hell of a lot more, to be honest with you. Dollar per mile, $1.28 per mile. Yeah, we make more than that cherry picking in our own car, folks, okay? Dollar per delivery, average, $7.90 per offer. Yeah, it's my market, folks. There's no way around it. And our profit loss, we made a profit of $820.17 for the week. We normally average about $600 to $650 a week, working only 32 and a half hours. Okay, and I'm telling you this because we're about to get to the what should we do going forward after learning all this section. Okay, so here we go. Oh, why am I doing that? I'm going to use the right arrow key. Okay. Our takeaway from this experiment, the number one expense is the rental car. All right, $340 for the week was higher than it was in February because I talked to a Doordash guy that he also rented a car. He had a Toyota Camry. His name was Richard, by the way, if he's listening. Hey, Richard. Anyway, pretty much he told me he was only paying $160 for his week. But I guess he must have rented it for the month or got it in February. So in February, I'm sure the prices were a lot lower than March because of spring break and the weather getting better and more people wanted to travel, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, $340 for the week. Yeah, it hurts. Okay, but I'm pretty sure it's more in other areas though. So well, you know. Unlimited mileage wasn't much of a factor as the pay was capped at around $20 per hour no matter how many miles we drove or how many offers we accepted. This just proves from all my other videos in the past, okay, it just proves that depending on your cost of living in your market, you will always be throttled to keep you in your dollar per hour range, whatever it is. Ours is $18 to $25 an hour. It's based on moderate volume to high volume. We've had days where we got less than $12 an hour because there was no volume. It was slow. So you can't make money when it's slow when there's no orders. So, but if there's orders and there's volume, I can almost imagine New York City would probably be in the 25 to, I would say 27 to $35 range. LA probably about what, 20 to about $28 an hour. You know, but that just proves that if you follow your expenses, I mean your income per day per the hours worked, you will always, no matter what you do, you will always be in that dollar per hour target based on where you are. Okay, and if you say to me in the comments, wait, I got a $50 golden egg order. Okay, good luck getting, receiving a whole bunch of joke offers of $3 to $5, per offer for the next hour and a half or whatever it is, because over the long run, they will put you back towards your dollar per hour average. It just never fails, at least in my market. Okay, so prove me wrong. If you guys want to show a video of your dollar per hour over a week's period, like I did in my spreadsheet, please put out the video. I'll be the first one to subscribe to you so I could watch it. Okay? So, It stinks, but that is how Doordash and Gig apps in general work. They program that into the algorithm to not pay a driver over the set range over a period of time. All right. The clear advantage of renting a car, though, is this. So your own car won't be driven into the freaking ground. Literally, that is the main advantage. You won't have the maintenance costs. You won't have the depreciation due to excessive driving and mileage. You won't have to worry about, anything mileage related that has to involve maintenance. No new tires, no oil changes, no transmission fluid, draining of the transmission or radiator or belts wearing out or anything involving maintenance. That is the advantage, okay? But is that advantage worth the cost is the question, all right? Driving over 1,000 miles, 1,009 in my case, in 6.5 days is insanely crazy, especially for food delivery. I can only imagine how bad it is for rideshare drivers. I typed that in because it's true. That equates to over 52,000 miles per year just to make just in my market, near 1,300 per week. Yeah, that sounds like good money, right? 13, that's 52, 5,200 a month, okay? But you have to pay taxes on that too, okay? I did a tax video, which hopefully some of you watched. You are not a W-2, you are an independent 1099, and you have to file self-employment taxes, okay? Sure, the excessive miles can be offset with the mileage credit, and this year it's 56 cents a mile for 2021. But at what cost? Your car has 52,000 miles in 1 year. Sure, you get about, let's just say round it off to 30,000 in credits, but if you're a gig app driver anyway, right? Those taxes or the tax credit's just going to offset your taxes at that income range. But your car is paying the price for it. So it all depends on what you want. Me, in my market, I just can't stomach driving that many miles. And if you have a car payment, good luck, with a new car at 0 miles to, whatever it is, doing this for 5 years and you have a 72-month or 84-month loan. Your car is going to die before you pay the car off. So here's the takeaway on this, right? $1,300 per week does not even include the expenses. The net profit was only $820 in 1 week working 65 hours. That is literally $12.61 an hour by using the rental car. And we had to work that amount of hours to help pay off that rental car. But that amount can go up, the $12.61 an hour, and can go up if you can reduce your expenses, such as a cheaper rental car or lower gas prices in your area. Okay, so if you can get a cheaper car, that's step one. That's the most important thing. Then you won't have to pay as much. And that $12.61 per hour could be $14, $15 an hour. But in my case, it's $12.61 an hour. Working Doordash, seriously, folks, okay? It's a scam, in my opinion. It really is. They gain everything and they lose nothing. Do you think Doordash would, use their own fleet cars? And assuming in the far future, near future, they have self-driving cars and they don't need us, okay? Do you know how much each of those cars is going to cost them? Yeah, initial cost and maintenance costs, along with gas or electric. But electric, you still have to pay for electricity unless you have a solar grid, whatever. But the point is that at this point in time, it is a scam because they don't have any expense. None. for their for other than just paying us. They have no infrastructure expense. So it's a scam based on the numbers, especially if you drive your own car, because they don't have to worry about mileage. We do. They don't have to worry about gas. We do. They don't have to worry about maintenance. We do. Yeah, you can save money by not renting a car, but at what cost? I said that earlier. You would only gain an extra $348 in my case, right? But the excessive mileage would kill your car within 3 years or less. Do you understand that, folks? Okay? By using your own car versus renting a car, I would have saved $348, to my pocketbook, right? Minus the expenses, the gas, and all the other stuff, right? But the main expense was $348. So literally, I would gain my $820 plus $348, right? That would be about $1168. Yeah, $1168 for the week. That's good money, right? That's over $4,000 a month. But your car would pay the price within 3 years. That is the problem. That's why it's a scam. Unless you really like getting used cars every other year or new cars every other 3-4 years or whatever, right? So if we were to seriously consider renting a car, this is our takeaway. We might do a hybrid method. Mrs. Valdestott and I talked long and hard for what was it, about 20 minutes on this conversation after the last night? 30, 40. Yeah, something. Yeah, what would we do knowing what we just learned? We talked about, and this is probably the best case scenario for us. Do a hybrid method. Rent a car, work Tuesday through Thursday for 3 days because those are the cheaper days, working a total of 10 hours per day for a total of 30 hours, and get $600, $200 a day. Spend no more than $150 for the rental car. You may need to purchase additional rental car insurance if your personal insurance doesn't cover rental cars or gig apps, folks. You got to remember that, okay? Drive my personal car on Friday through Sunday, an extreme cherry pick based on mileage, more than pay. Our average working shift is a 5.5 hour split shift, about, let's say, 3 hours, no, 2.5 hours at lunch, 3 hours at dinner. And we usually make $100 per day doing that using our car, right? By doing this, we will reduce our car's miles in half, on our personal vehicle and keep the same amount of income per week at around $650 while taking Monday off. We usually take Mondays off. So, we'd make the same amount of money, only spending $150 for the week, going about 3 days, right? An average of $150. It could be $90, it could be $150, or somewhere in between, because I've seen some days where cars are about $30 a day. Okay, so there you go on that. So this is the end, folks. We're coming up close to 1 hour. Be flexible. Okay, I close with this. Be flexible. These figures and numbers are for my smaller market. Every market is different in pay and expenses, and I get that. Cost of living is different in all parts of the country. I get that. You all should get this. Use what I've learned and tweak it to suit your own needs. Research, research, research. Figure out the costs of a rental car in your market and factor in the gas mileage of that car versus the current gas costs. Miles per gallon, okay? Just because you have unlimited miles doesn't mean you can take silly $3.50 20-mile one-way offers. Be smart and think like a business person. You're not a charity. You're doing this to make money for you, not Doordash. It's your car, your miles. Even if you rent a car, you're using your money, your income from Doordash to subsidize the rental car. You're not a charity. Make your money. Don't listen to what anyone says, including me. If you disagree with me, fine. But the biggest takeaway is know your worth, don't get used, and do what's best for you. If you want to be an employee, fine, be an employee. But time and time again, I used to be an employee for the first 3 months, and I drove way more miles, like 200 miles a day, not knowing anything. And, I made less money. And then I learned from, UDM's channel and other channels I've seen, like Gig Coach Jake back in the day. I've learned that cherry picking is actually better in the long run. So, folks, that's just my take on it. Give me a thumbs up if you agree, thumbs down if you don't. At least give us a thumbs up for the work that we both, Mrs. Valdestott and I, have both put into this. This took a lot of work, guys. It really did. We normally drive 32 hours, a week. We went to 65 for information, for video content for you guys. So you guys don't have to unless you want to based on the information I'm giving. So folks, we hit the hour mark. That's it. I hope this video was informative and wish you all the best of luck. This literally took all day for me and my wife to set up, so if you could, like, share, and subscribe so others can benefit from this information. Have a great night while I pass out now. Thank you.